everybody, welcome to Chiu Stream, talking about art and life as an artist. Here's your host, artist and educator Bobby Chiu.
Hey everybody, Bobby Chiu here. So today I want to talk to you about 4 skills that are going to become more and more valuable for artists. As this generation starts to develop its own identity, I'm having more and more conversations with people about what's the difference between this generation and the last generation. And this generation, wow, there's a lot of amazing improvements, but as well there's some skills that are becoming less and less common. For example, a lot of people say that because of the internet and how we absorb media now, our attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. How much time we spend on the internet typing or texting has made our communication with each other less and less. And there's all sorts of different skills that I find becoming more and more rare and therefore will become more and more valuable for this new generation. And today I want to share with you 4 of the ones that I think are the most important, especially for artists. Number 1, patience. With the immediacy of this generation, we become so used to wanting something, and as long as we have the money, we can get it right away. There's so many tutorials out there that show you simple techniques we can all do to our art to make it look a little bit better or cooler to the average person, but these kinds of tricks are only surface level and only truly work well with a good understanding of the fundamentals of art like structure, color, light, composition, etc. And the fundamentals of art don't come easily. It takes a lot of patience. One of the reasons I love art is that it doesn't matter if we have all the money in the world. It can't buy us skills. And if you don't have all the money in the world, you can still develop your skills way past the richest person. We only need to put in time, effort, and logic in honing our craft. And with the lack of patience these days, patience will become a skill that will be more and more valuable as time goes on. Number 2, persistence. Patience is nothing without persistence when developing art skills. Persistence is a big part of the solution when met with failures and setbacks. Most times, the difference between a great artist and a mediocre artist is that one just keeps going when the other one gave up, even if both have the potential. It's never been easy to persist through difficulties, but I can tell you firsthand that it's not just about trying our hardest that gets us to our goal. It's about going past that point where we usually give up. That's where the gold is. Next time, be conscious of that point when you usually give up. Look for it, and when you hit it, think to yourself, great, I hit this point. This was the point that Bobby was talking about. Now all I have to do is go past it. Do that enough times and you'll get to your goal. Not only that, but you'll see that that point of when you would usually give up is going to get further and further out, strengthening our persistence. Number 3, concentration. When I was a child, there were only a few television channels, no internet, and no cell phones. I remember being bored for extended periods of time, and a lot of times that led me to art. Because there was little distraction, my circumstances really allowed me to concentrate for long periods of time. Now in this world of constant distractions and ways to entertain ourselves, less and less people are able to concentrate at length. And just like persistence, we can get better and stronger with our ability to concentrate. We just have to exercise it and push ourselves. Number 4, communication. A while back, an artist came up to me at a convention and had a really hard time talking to me. I said, "Don't be nervous, take your time." He said he wasn't nervous, and it was just hard for him to talk in real time. Real time? Well, it's much easier for him to write an email or text someone, because then he can edit, erase, or rethink what he wrote. And over the years, I've noticed especially the younger generation of artists are having a harder time with communication. Not all, but a good portion, and that's a big reason why this skill of communication will be even more valuable in the future. Communication and the art of conversation, many times that can be the difference between doing a good job or not. If you don't ask the right questions or aren't clear in articulating your thoughts, you might not know what's expected of you or unable to build strong relationships with other people like your producers or your directors. Practice thinking about things from other points of view. If there are multiple people you're communicating with, like a boss, a client, and a friend, you have to make sure that the message you intend on sending to all of them is the actual message that they're receiving. A lot of times we have to change our verbiage or the way that we speak to somebody when you're talking to your sister versus your boss. And everyone knows that what we say isn't always communicated properly. Like any form of art, it takes practice, but the more you practice seeing it from other people's points of view, the better you'll get at communication. And this doesn't just stop at verbal communication. With our paintings and drawings, that's a form of communication as well. And if something is meant to be funny, but actually is super offensive, you aren't communicating your intended message. The good thing is, with practice, you get better at it. Now, like with any skills, practice makes you better at it. And so when you practice these skills, you'll get better. And then that's when you're going to see the real value in having these skills. I know I have over these years. It's made a huge difference in my career, in my life. So I hope this video has helped you. And I hope to see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Want more to listen to while you draw and paint? Remember to visit schoolism.com. You'll find art courses, live workshops, and over 100 free video interviews with many of the top artists in the art industry. Where do professionals go to keep learning? Schoolism.com.